Hello and welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest update as usual. We start with this disappointing report claiming that Barcelona are facing registration problem with their new signings despite TV rights sale. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about contract rebel Ousmane Dembele, it has been reported that Barcelona will face a huge problem if Dembele decides to renew after June 30. Today is June 30, which means if Dembele renews after this, there's going to be a huge problem. What is that problem all about? We are going to be discussing in much detail. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you're a supporter of FC Barcelona, give the video a like and also make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barcelona are about to formalize an agreement with American fund Sixth Street over the sale of 10% TV right for a period of 25 years, worth up to 205 million euros. The fresh injection of funds could serve as a sigh of relief for the club that have had to deal with countless financial shortcomings throughout the year. It has reflected in their activity in the transfer market, with the club yet to make any major coup this summer. However, according to a report from Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona are not in a position to register their new players Andres Christensen and Franck Kessie, even after selling 10% of that TV right. While the sale will generate a significant money, no doubt, Barcelona require to register up to 400 million euros in July if they are to balance out the losses the club incurred over the past season. It essentially means Barca need to continue working around the clock to quickly sanction the sale of other assets, including the 49.9% of Barca licensing and merchandising and the remaining 15% of the TV rights that were set to be dealt with separately. Barcelona are yet to find a suitable buyer for any, but the club are confident that they will be able to pull all the economic levers in time. There is a possibility Barcelona could announce a majority of their signings in August, though Kessie and Andres Christensen may both be officiated within the coming weeks. While Xavi himself could be anxious to register the two free agents ahead of the new season, along with other top targets such as Robert Lewandowski, patience could be the name of the game as Joan Laporta looks to squeeze the best out of interested parties. Since approving the sale of the TV rights and the BLM, Barcelona have been facing, some difficulties. Of course, trying to acquire or trying to, to get interested parties so that they can pull out those assets have not been easy. But so far, Barca have gotten one, and which is an American firm. They will sell just 10% TV rights, which means 15% is still outstanding. You quite remember the plan was 25% TV rights. So the BLM as well is still outstanding. So the earlier Barca find those interested parties and get the best deal out of that, then the better, because we are running out of time. We don't have much time to waste. I think for a club going through a transition, for a club going through a rebuilding process, it's quite important that our club FC Barcelona get these deals done. Now we're getting the report of Franck Kessie and Andres Christensen facing difficulties to be registered. That shouldn't be the case. So, to some extent, right, one can understand Barca's stance when it comes to the transfers. The truth is, yes, we have not been fast, we have been too sluggish. Other clubs are going about their business. But come on, when you look at it the other way around, we are not the other clubs. Barca have a lot of financial issues because if they don't get along with this, if they don't finalize the sale of these assets, I'm talking about the TV rights and the BLM, there's no way we can even boast of going fast in the transfer market. Because you going fast to the transfer market, will you be able to register those players in time? That's the question. So to some extent, Laporta himself is trying to see that he can finalize these deals as soon as possible, which is not easy to get those interested parties. Not just getting the interested parties, but get those interested parties and they give you something that makes sense. It's not like you just get interested parties and you sell those assets so cheap, because Barca are expecting something significant that will greatly help them in this transfer window. Not just the transfer window, also other activities within the club that need financing. So let's see how things go, but definitely Barca need to get this done so fast so that they can register new players, whereas departures have been so slow. We need to sell. We have been saying this countless number of times. We need to sell players before these new players start coming, because there's no way new players will come. They won't even be registered. They can't even come, by the way, because La Liga will not accept, whereas all players are still there with their high salaries. So let's see how the upcoming weeks will look like. But tomorrow, July 1st, in Spain, that is when the transfer market will really open. And let's see how Barca go about their business. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona are staring at an uncertain week ahead as the club looks to finalize a deal with Sixth Street over the sale of 10% of TV rights, while finding buyers for 49.9% of BLM and the remaining 15% of the TV rights. At the same time, today is the final day before the contracts of a few players officially expire, with the list being led by none other than Ousmane Dembele. The Frenchman's deal at Camp Nou ends today, and there has been much noise about Barcelona hoping to find a late agreement to keep him at the club, despite earlier reports that suggest the forward is not interested in settling for the club's relatively lower salaries. A recent report from Diario Sport has offered a fresh update on Dembele's situation at Barca. The Spanish news outlet suggests time is running out for both the parties. Due to the ongoing financial turmoil, Barca are not in a position to register new players at the moment. Dembele, to that end, will be deemed as a new signing if the club fails to reach an agreement with the Frenchman today. It will make it difficult for the club to register the player. Dembele himself wants clarity on his future. As per Mundo Deportivo, the forward expects Barca to make one last attempt to retain his services, though the original report from Sport suggests otherwise. The Catalan Giants are not willing to increase their final offer in light of their ongoing economic crisis. They have set a strict €9 million per season threshold for all its players in order to manage the rising cost of the workforce. With that in mind, Dembele's prospects at Camp Nou appear to be bleak, although it will be interesting to see if the situation changes once the club are able to sell all its assets and generate the desired revenue ahead of the new season. I definitely don't think Barcelona will change their stance when it comes to their offer for Ousmane Dembele, despite the economic levers that will be sold soon. Even if the cash injection comes, I don't think Barca will change their stance, because I think there have been great disrespect from Dembele's end and his agent Moussa Sissoko, an agent who is not even helping his career moving forward. So today is the final day. Today is the day that his contract will expire. So from tomorrow onwards, Dembele is no more a Barca player. So if he wants to play again, if he continues at Barca, it means he will be coming like a new player, because he'll be a free agent. So let's see how it goes. But from the look of things, Dembele's time at Barca is coming to an end. In fact, it has already come to an end. Tomorrow will be officially an end game for Ousmane Dembele. He will no more be a Barca player. So, except a very late twist comes in, which personally I don't even see it coming. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video. Until next time, bye bye.